I received a message at on a Friday evening. I don't remember around what time. It was like late enough that I was already definitely out of work mode in my brain. So I received a message on Instagram, and so when I saw this message about making clothing for Miriam Toews, I actually thought that my phone was generating an AI message to mess with me.
Did she come in with a vision or an idea of what she wanted to wear on the Oscar red carpet?
I mean, she definitely came in with ideas of what she did not want to wear. Another thing I think that made everything feel so natural is that, Miriam had stated that she would have loved for a Mennonite woman to make the clothes for this event. She looked over a catalog of my work, and she felt drawn to it at that point already. We had a bit of a chat. She talked to me a little bit about some of the inspirations that she, was looking towards for what she wanted to wear for both the Oscars, but then also the events leading up to the Oscars.
Without giving too much away,
yeah.
What are people going to be seeing on Miriam on the red carpet?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. I think that we definitely leaned towards like a menswear inspired concept. I was lucky enough to get my hands on some beautiful cashmere suiting. And that sort of also pulls in a little bit of the Mennonite suiting aspect as well, which we're not being too literal about that, obviously.
We hardly knew how to read or to write, but that day we learned how to vote.
What has happened already has just kind of been really amazing. I mean, just meeting Miriam and feeling like she trusts me and my work and the clothing that I make, and me trusting her to, wear things in a way that does them so much justice. That's been pretty great.
What was it like first meeting her?
I felt very calm about it. I think that theoretically I should have been a little more nervous than I actually was, but everything about us connecting and meeting and sort of the job that I knew was at hand, making her these clothing items, everything about it felt very natural and sort of meant to be in an interesting way. Everything about our connection just felt incredibly simpatico and organic, and I just felt so lucky to kind of meet her as a person beyond actually the task of making her clothes.
Yeah. Oh, the pictures of Fontaine in this screen.
Ugh.
Gorgeous.
I have been incredibly lucky in my work, and specifically in the past few years, to get some bangers wearing my clothes. Some pretty amazing, influential people who I admire so much. I, as a Mennonite woman artist, specifically I would say in the last 5 years, I've sort of been putting a lot of intention into using my Mennonite heritage in my work, and that's looked a lot of different ways. I think I'm definitely inspired by just some of the images of Mennonites that I have a few photo books of Mennonite photos, and I definitely will use the inspiration from those photos in my work to create art that's connecting people and communities, and in mine and Miriam's specific experience, it's our culture, and that feels like a really, really wonderful validation.